So we open with Drop It with Drew. And you know what's sad? Drop It with Drew is around with real t-shirts and real meetings and real people, and She by Sheree is still a fig Newton of our imagination. Over with Sanya, she gotta tell her man that she ain't raising no more chitlins. She dang near need a nanny for these. I feel like they've already settled this, but they need some type of personal issue for the show. Marlo and Sheree hanging out, they starting to give me a gruesome twosome tea. I guess they decided to band together and try to keep their peaches. So they have to spy and Candy gone join them. Marlo already on Candy. I gotta teach her how to be a friend. I don't know if you could teach Candy how to be a friend, but you could teach her how to be a hoe. Since apparently you think she's sleeping with men below her tax bracket, maybe you could teach her how to get some rich ones. How to con coots out of their coin. Or Candy said, look, I showed up dressed. I'm not about to get in the steam room and rebeat this face. You know she ain't paying for no extra glam. Candy seems to be over the show this season. She's like, yeah, I can hear you. I'm at work. I done showed up. Give him a check. And I think this is why Marlo's going after her, because Marlo's like, you ain't gonna sit there and make your $2.3 million doing nothing, and I have to tell all my business for $400,000 for the season. So Sheree starts complaining to Candy, saying, we were so close when we were this small. Yeah, because y'all were on the show together. Once you were off the show, Candy stopped caring. Also, Candy doesn't think that you're going through something. She knows that you called this felon to have a plot line for the show. So she ain't gonna get out here and act like you're really hurt or distressed over a man. Candy knows a lady that likes some licking when she sees her. You're not disappointed that Candy didn't show up for you, Sheree. You're disappointed you can't ride her coattails as the show favorite. Cause you ain't got a plot line, so you were hoping she could hand you one. Candy, they feel like they're owed so much from you because you've got it to owe. They ain't got it. They pinch hitters and last minute hires. Now Marlo Amos starts, well, you know, you were trying to give foster children hand-me-down clothes. I mean, they was really nice hand-me-down. Warren wants hand-me-down. But Marlo, I do get your point. Still, you should have said, oh, we specifically want new stuff for the girls. You're way better than that. Candy is sitting there with a face full of fuck free, honey. Fuck free. I can't believe we're where we're at right now. Do you know what's going on with me? Candy said, no. Candy doesn't care. She is looking at this as a job. She is here for her checks. She is not about to be blowing up on your ass if you get to talking about her man. Candy said, I tried to help both of y'all. Well, I guess she will get back to blowing up. Sheree said, I did not expect for Candy to have a tantrum. She's tired of your shit. So saying you're gonna make a private dinner for a man, but then she gonna ruin it by telling him she don't want to have a kid. I'm not saying the conversation shouldn't be had. I just feel like if you want a romantic dinner because you ain't got time together, have the romantic dinner and have your issues conversation later. See, I don't understand these indigestion ass dinners. You make this salmon, you're not that good at cooking, but it comes out right. Instead of just enjoying your food, you're gonna tell him how he ain't home and that you don't want another kid. You could have said that on an empty stomach and saved yourself the aggravave. Then use this dinner when you want to make up. He real stubborn. He like, well, you know, I gotta provide for the family and I still want another kid. Why you want another kid you ain't at home to raise? I tell him, well, when you can carry it, you can have it. So now we got more shit by Sheree. We got a whole bunch of fabric. This jogger shirt with the barcode is cute. But again, why isn't this shit available now? You know you need the coin. You got samples that are 5 years old. That might be trash. Honey, we waiting on She by Sheree like we waiting on Rihanna's next album. If it show up, it show up. If it don't, it don't. Meanwhile, across town with Candy and Kenya, the OGs, we're joined by Monietta Shaw. And girl, I got respect for you for carrying Neo's big-headed babies. However, Kenya starts bone carrying and says, well, you know Marlo was dogging your charity. Candy said, you know Marlo was starting this same shit with me at the salon, at the spa. Candy, I have to agree, Marlo is keeping your name in her mouth like teeth. But now we get to talk about Drop It with Drew. She invited them down to show them her business is legit and ain't on her charade shit. But of course we gotta plug Candy's product, so she tells Monietta about her taking the panties to the theater so they could squirt and flirt and wants to know if it was appropriate. Oh, Candy reminds Kenya, you know you did say I could get it in front of my husband. I don't want your husband buzzing my pussy all night. Well, somebody should. Maybe you'd be in a better mood if somebody was. I mean, you could borrow a husband since you rent a man. Candy won't mind. All right, we all weighed in, getting ready to drop it with Drew. They calling Drew out on the little rebrand, but hey, it's still more than She by Sheree. Them putting they weight up on the screen was shady as hell. Oh, but Marlo ain't even say hey to Candy. Now, Sheree, that's how you do a bite. Take a lesson, Kenya. Not a lump or a bump. Oh, Sheree showed up with some products too. Well, samples from years ago. You gonna show up, Drew. Why the hell is saying you're gonna ask Drew's husband about her having another baby? Honey, if you don't want one, that's kind of it. Especially when you know you're the primary caregiver. It is what it is. And he ain't changing for shit. So Candy says that, oh, Marlo, I heard you was talking shit about me with everybody.
But everybody did that. Sheree asked and I asked.
Monietta's husband is cute. I don't know what he's given, but I'm interested. Candy had some nuts sitting on her front porch. So Candy go home to check on her kids. But now we back to dropping it with Drew. Dang, Sheree! Between her horrible mommy makeover and the way she's doing these moves, you think she looks like a busted can of biscuits? Kenya come in late, but ooh. Now Sanya has a bad case of no ass at all, but Kenya still got that lumpy booty. Kenya, your butt looks like it needs a bra. Meanwhile, Sanya's critiquing the workout. She's like, this is way too advanced. Drew can't even keep up. So now they talking to Jackie, the woman that actually owns the business, and they saying, so basically Drew's just your face, your advertisement, like Gabrice with every hue that is now nowhere. Oh my goodness! Kenya said, what was the business really called, and why'd you change it for this heifer? Before she lost pound to first. Girl, they are trying to embarrass Drew. They like, Oh, Drew said, well, you know what? We've been waiting for She by Sheree. Now, I came on here and got a little business going in one season. If I am just the face, you can't get Sheree's shit any place. Sheree gonna say I could have been the faces for many things. Then why weren't you with your broke self?
However, Marlo Amos asked Kenya, were you the one that told Candy that I was talking about her because you forgot to say Sheree was saying it too?
And Kenya said, well, the bottom line is Candy don't fuck with you no more.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I am not fucking me. Candy's not fucking with me. Oh my God, I can't take it.
I gotta say, at least Marlo is giving us plot.
I'm tired of Kenya hurting me. She's always trying to break me down. Well, teach me how to be a friend, Kenya. Let's talk about Mark or your fake booty. Let's talk about that. Let me be a pal.
Kenya said you can't be a friend and you're falling flat. Not as flat as Sheree down the stairs of life. Oh, learn to keep a man. But where is your man? Where is your man? Now, I'll say this, at least Marlo runs him off in private. You do it for a plot line. You embarrass yourself for a living. And that's sad.
You didn't tell Mark you were perfect. You didn't tell Mark you were perfect.
Ooh, Marlo going in for the soft gut under the belly plate. Kenya said you're not gonna walk up on me, you pitiful little hoe. Kenya, I'd stop all that tough talk because they might call Portia to drag you. So they separate them and they go on their merry way. Oh my goodness! Who is this sissy they done set up to come by Candy's house? Oh God. Candy, I don't believe your bullshit. I don't believe this. Sanya apologizes to Drew. Oh God, now Drew gonna tell her you gotta have a baby for him? Fuck that. I would not listen to Drew's advice on a marriage. All right, well that was the shit.